Okay. Just a sec. Doing a couple things. When more people come in, I can do certain things like spotlight and rename, which I have to do. Okay. Today is one of my favorite exciting days. It's Repulse Monkey. Repulse the monkeys. I love this move. But before we do that, we're going to review from last week. So last week we worked on fists under elbow, embrace the tiger. Well, we did fists under elbow, embrace the tiger. We did before that. So I want to review it. We'll just do from embrace the tiger, return to mountain through fists under elbow. Do that a couple times and then answer any questions. And maybe take a look at how you guys are doing with that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to go the same direction as you. Okay. Here we go. So we're in a good bow stance, or rather a good good shoulders width stance, and we're in cross hands. Embrace the tiger, return to mountain. Shifting, turning the foot almost to straight, circling back, stepping out almost to corner, brush and strike. Roll back, lift, push out and pull across. Press, extend out, push, shifting back, and then pressing back up, pushing back up. Fists under elbow, shift and flatten like single whip. Foot goes to 12 o'clock. Keep circling to the left, your weight shifts back, meet in the middle, drop the elbow, push out. Reach forward, 1 line 2 sides, step, rotate the hand, pull down, turn the hand back up, heel step, punch. There's one thing I wanted to just point out to you guys. The important thing to remember here about the pulling down is that you come down to the side and then your hand turns. There is a little bit of a circle movement, and you can, Master Yang refers to it as just kind of a twist. So if your hand is here, just twist it up. You don't have to draw a circle. So it comes down and twist. Okay, twist it so you can come up, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so if you think about it that way, it'll be a smoother movement than just turning it sideways.
Okay.
Okay, because remember in Yang family, we do it most things with circles. Okay, and that'll get you your circle movement. Okay, so let's do it again. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. From cross hands, return to mountain, fists under elbow. Shift and turn. Come back with a good bent back leg. Nice brush and strike following the line of your front knee. Now shift back, raise that right hand, bring in the left and push it out and pull across. Press, circle back so your arm is lined up with your right leg and extend out. Push, same thing. Shift back over a ball, elbows out, and then push back up. Fists under elbow, flatten the hands, make your whip. Right foot to 12 o'clock, circle to the left, shift back, pressing down, drop the elbow, push out. 1 line 2 sides, reach for it, step. Pull down. And punch. Any questions about this?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you guys to do it and put you on gallery. And I will observe. Okay, ready?
Yeah,
Okay, so from cross hands. You know, nice extensions. Okay. Embrace a tiger, return to mountain. Roll back. Press. Push. Fists under elbow. Okay.
kind of like that.
Let's work a little bit on the fists under elbow.
Yeah,
So any questions about it before we start?
no, it's like this need to practice.
Okay, so yes, Sharon?
I was just thinking that I'm not sure about that left hand, because that's the one you were saying to.
So do
do
you mean
that
when you
little
pull it
twist
down?
here.
When you're
Yeah,
pulling
pull it
down,
and do the little twist.
yeah, so you come up like this and you turn and you drag down. You're pulling someone down to, and then your hands, when it's by the side of your leg, it should be palm down. And then you switch to your heel and you turn. So Master Yang describes it as a little twist. So I've heard it described as a circle. It's easy to go to do too much circling. So if you think of it like a twist, I find that a little bit easier in my mind to think about how small it is.
But I gotta
Yes.
try to remember to come down.
Yeah.
I don't know where I was going with it. But
Well, remember, it's a circle, so we're not doing a diagonal drag. We're doing a circular down pattern.
yeah,
Right? We're pulling someone down to our side. So we want to pull them in here to our stomach. We want to make sure we clear it,
yeah,
right? And we're a little bit sideways here, right here. You know, we pull down, we're tipped to the corner slightly with our hips, right? Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so let's work on that. I'm going to face you. And let's just work on getting this circle right. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to go this way. So if I just finished my push off, I'm going to come up a little closer.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to step one line, two sides. And as I step, I reach out with a long ward off. I mean, not a long ward off, but a ward off. And then I keep moving and I step. That's when I turn my hand over and I show my grab and I'm still turning and I pull down. I switch to the heel. I make a fist. I rotate my bottom hand. I lift up and I punch.
Yeah.
So remember, you're lifting someone's body and you're punching into the ribs, right? Or wherever you can hit. So you're lifting them up like this and you're punching in here. Or on this side, it would be like here. Okay.
Mhm.
So I think you'd be great if they were opposite to me. It would be, you know, I'd be grabbing their right arm and jerking them up and then punching. Okay. All right. So the energy has to be that you block, you ward off, right? Not block, but ward off. Your right hand is in single whip still, and you are working into making a turn. So you come in and you step and then you pull, you've got to grab them, right? Pull them down, turn, make a little twist with your hand, lift and punch.
So it goes from the fist to,
Yes,
so when do you release your right hand? This, when do you go around? And
when
then,
you released your hook.
We don't do hook.
yeah,
We don't do hook.
Well, we start, oh, that's
This is-
right. That's right. We're not doing a hook. Thank you, Sharon.
You're welcome.
We, thank you very much. Yes. When do we make a fist?
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, when do we
Okay,
make a
so-
fist? Step,
Yeah,
pull down, make a fist,
right, okay.
okay?
And
So, my understanding of it, and I will double check this because it's one thing I forgot to double check. So when we step out and the hand comes with, it's still open.
Oh,
Okay,
okay,
then we start to pull, and by the time we get down to the hit to the leg, that's when we make the fist.
okay,
Switch to the heel, lift and punch.
okay, got it.
But I will verify if there's an exact moment. I think there is. I know there's the exact moment of turning over your hand is one thing. But I think that's a little bit early before we actually make the fist and then punch. So I will get back to you, I guess, on that.
Okay,
So let's do the whole bit again a couple of times. I'm going to go the same direction as you. Let's see. So I would be from here. Okay, ready?
yes,
Embrace the tiger. Return to mountain. Roll back. Press. Push. Fists under elbow, flatten your hands, turn. Look to the side, come in and look to the right. Push off. Step. One line, two sides, reach for it. Step again. And punch. Okay. There's one thing that I wanted to work on with a rollback. So, or rather, let's see here. Let me just make sure I can figure out exactly where that is. Let's see here.
okay.
I want us to review Embrace the Tiger, Return to Mountain. And I want us to think about where our arms are going. So I'm going to try to face you guys to do this. So I'm going to turn this way. Okay. So I look to my left and I step. Then, so my right hand is a little bit lower than my left, right? And my left hand is open to 9 o'clock. And then I brush. And then I strike. And when I strike, I want to make sure my elbow is not back. I don't want it back. I want it out a little, okay, to the side. So we keep our body shape, right? Then I come up. So now my right arm is almost, my right hand is high. It's basically like level with my elbow.
Yes,
It's in the corner basically of my shoulder. And then I push out. Okay. And then from here, we come across keeping the same position. Now from here, think about drawing your circle and being, bringing it kind of close, okay? So we don't want to like go over to the left anymore. We want to just come down and rotate the arm and bring it over your, so that your shoulder is now lined up. Your elbow and shoulder are now lined up with your right leg again. And then press out. Okay, so you shouldn't need to turn. You shouldn't need to turn here to do that. You're already turned. So you come down and you turn when you make your shape, and that brings your arm into play. And then you're in the right position. You see what I'm saying?
No, just do the whole thing.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna
Like
face
I
you
do.
guys. Here I go.
Yeah,
Gracie the tiger. I step. Now I'm looking. And then I strike.
yeah,
I come back. I'm getting ready to push out, and then I pull across or shove across. I circle in and I turn my torso back, but not my hips. I extend out. I square up to push, come back. And then I come right back up. I keep my hand shape. So when I come back, I have to, my hand shape actually comes out sort of like this. Because my elbows are out to do the push, right? And then I just keep that shape to push up.
oh, I didn't know you'd go back. I
Yeah.
thought you were gonna stay, I thought your hands just like make the movement. But you
Okay,
like-
so this is push. You start like this, right? Or rather, you start like this,
Yeah,
hands flat, shoulder height, extended. If you can, and you know, if you have problems with your elbows or your shoulder, go a little lower. Come back. See my hands? They go this way because my elbows are out. And then I push back up. And when we push up, we don't have completely vertical hands in a push. They're a little bit tipped still.
okay, but you're moving your whole body kind of forward.
Yes,
Yes, back.
absolutely. Yes. So if I'm just doing a push and a bow stance,
Yeah. So,
remember that when we go into this other move, we're in a bow stance. It's just a weird looking bow. It's a bow odd ace. It looks, it's to the corner, but it's a little bit off looking, right? Okay, let's just do it from a bow step, from push. I mean, from press. Extend your arms. Okay, ready? Are your arms shoulder height? Can you get them shoulder height with comfortably? Okay, so we want them shoulder height. Come back. You're shifting your weight back, good. And you come over the ball and then you go back up to where you started, but there's a little more curve in your arm. I can't quite tell because everyone's cameras are a little different, you know, they're not, that's not a little hard for me to see. So as long as you can see what I was doing and you can feel what you're doing, that's why I'm double checking with you guys over camera.
I never can get my, I never can feel my arms to be as high as they should be. I never. can
Oh.
feel it. Because I never, it doesn't feel, even when we were doing that, with Pierre,
Uh-huh.
you know, he says, you raise your hand, your arm up. I'm going like, really? You really
Yeah.
lift your arm up, you know? I
Yeah.
think it should be like that, you know, kind of, I don't know.
Well, it
So
may,
I
I mean, I
forget.
don't know if you,
I
If you
can't
don't
see
have a-
myself until I can look in the camera and then I can see.
yeah,
Yeah,
if you,
that's
you
so
can just
different.
check your mirror or something, or check your
Yeah.
camera when you're doing it and look, see if it looks pretty level to you. And if you have like, I don't know, short tendons or something because you haven't done it as much, maybe it's not comfortable, you know, but think about it. You know, try to get them up there if you can, shoulder height.
Yeah,
Right.
I just go down a little bit. I get it, okay. I just have to be aware of it.
Okay. Okay, so let's work just another minute or two on the pole in fists under elbow. I'm gonna go the same direction. So we just finished we just finished push.
Yes,
So from here, flatten and shift your hands. You don't need to drop them, just flatten the hands. Now start your whip using your body turn first. Let the arms follow. Keep turning, shift your weight back. They meet. Turn, push off. Step to the corner, one line, two sides, reach. Step, pull, make your fist. And punch. And when you punch, you are a little bit you are to the side with your body, but your punch should be centered. So you don't punch on your left side of your arm, like shoulder, you're not in line with your shoulder, it's inside your body. Okay? And you're looking straight at 9 o'clock. Right? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, any questions about what we worked on? Okay, let's do the whole thing a couple times through and then we'll do repulse monkey. Okay, from cross hands. Shifting and turning, embrace the tiger. Make sure you've got a good bend in your back leg. Step out. And strike. Roll back. Press. Push. Just under elbow. Almost like single whip. Shift your weight back so you can get on your back leg to do your push off. Look to the left. Step with the right. Pull down, make your fist. And punch. Okay. Your punches look really good, you guys.
yeah, I feel really, this is detailed. This is really refined. Wow, good. I like it.
Well, you guys have been doing this a while, so I want to try to give you something,
Really,
the basic instruction, you know. Okay, so let's move on. Unless you want to do one more time, do you feel comfortable with it right now?
yes,
Okay, let's go on repulse monkeys.
okay,
Okay, so repulse monkey, as you know, has similarities to brush knee and push, right?
Mhm.
I mean, brush knee, push, or strike. So the difference is obviously that, and since you both know it, when we do the brush knees, we are turning our torso to a corner, and that allows us to have our back arm going to the corner, the other corner, right? So it's in line with our corner, but we're not in line when we do the brush knee to a corner. So when we go back, I mean, when we're not in line when we do the repulse monkeys to a corner. So when we come back, and I'm just telling you this now since we know it already, even though I'm going to instruct you in the basics. When our arm swings out, it is not all the way to corner. This will be opening ourselves up too much, and it's not to the side. It's more in between corner and the side or straight, but it's closer to straight than the corner. So that's your vagary about it. So it's not exactly between the corner and the straight. And that's because we don't turn our bodies back as far. Okay, we're not as angled. So that's number one, just a quick thing about the turn back. So the footwork is, as we know, coming from brush knee, fist under elbow. The footwork is a backward empty stance, right? I don't know if you guys have any difficulty doing this, but let's review it. And we'll just go backward, doing our empty stances a few times. So I'm gonna come up here again. And when we do this move, we come from our first empty stances with our left heel on the in front, right? Our body is turned to the corner. We're gonna make sure our knee is bent. We shouldn't have to bend any lower. We're already in a bent knee when we do our first empty stance. We pick up the left foot and we step behind us. We put the toe down and we put our heel down at an angle. And then we push off from the front foot into the back. So here our hips are kind of square. Our left hip is open and our hips are square to the front. And then when we push off on the front heel, we're going to turn to the left side. Push off, and that turns our hips and our shoulders to the left corner. Then we pick up our foot, we keep our balance on that back leg, and we step back for the next step. The right leg steps back. Again, put your toe down and then lower the heel. And then now we are square again to the front. We're going to push off the front heel and turn to the right. And we put our weight into our back leg, our knee is bent. Then we are going to do it again. Pick up the front, put down the left, the front left, put down the toe, then the heel, and push off the front leg. I'm going to show you sideways because I realize my room gets kind of small and kind of dark back there. Okay, here we go. So from here, pick up the foot, step back. You step back as far as it's comfortable for you. Put the foot down. Now you push off. And notice when I do this, I'm not leaning back. I'm trying not even to be straight. I want to keep that lean that we have in our bow steps and in our empty stance. So if I start from this, like if I've got a little bit of, I'm going to start in the middle here. If I start from here and I have a good bow step, I'm actually on the heel here. I should have the same look to my back with this movement all the way through. Okay. So I go back, I step, put my heel down, I push off.
Yeah.
I go back, I step, heel down, push off. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
The other thing that we don't want to do is go up and down, and so that's a common mistake. And I'm sure we've all done that when we first started learning this. I know that I did. So we don't want to come up and down and then push off and then up and down. Okay.
Right.
So remember that in Tai Chi, we try to keep our head level.
Okay.
So the movements, the up and down, like the difference between our knees moving and our foot being high, and then, you know, like we reach back with our height with our toe, it doesn't mean we're going to raise ourselves up to put our foot up. We're just reaching our toe out. And then when we come down, the knee is moving at the same time. So it's much more gradual. And maybe with some people, there's a tiny bit of movement, but we're striving to have, you know, a level demonstration. So here we go, like this, step down, push off. Step down, push off. One more if you have room. Step down, push off. Sharon, that looked really level. And you too, Denise, I was sort of not seeing your head as well, but it looked, your shoulders look level.
Okay.
Let's do it again. Just pick an empty stance. I want you to think about turning when you step back. When you push off, that's when you turn your body. Ready? Okay. Step back, heel down, push off. Step back, heel down, push off. Are you turning?
Yes.
Step back, push, heel down, push off. Good, good. And I see you're turning. Excellent. Okay, the arms. We talked a little bit about the angle, and I'll show you again from the camera, the straight on. So if I were doing a brush knee, I would be like this to my back corner. You can see my hand, right? This is straight and this is my corner. That's it. My arm would be back here. So what is different is that the arm is more like here. Let me do it this way. Okay. So if I'm doing a brush knee, my arm would be back here and I would be facing this way, right?
Yes,
And this, I'm going to be not straight to the side, but more like that. So we're going to swing back and come in, right? So from here, back to the shoulder and out. So let's just do the arms together. I'm going to face you first. So from here, we start from a brush knee. And we're going to, from empty stance, from a punch into the rib cage. Swing your arm back to the side, but not to the side. And turn over the left arm, the front arm, yes. Bring the right hand into your shoulder. And then push it out. And that's a strike, by the way. And the left hand comes to your hip, just like in the brush knees, okay? Yeah, let's do the other side. So swing out as you rotate the front hand. The right hand turns over while the back hand swings out and comes in. And then it goes out. And this part, this is all pretty similar to what we already know. It's the same thing. It's just a slightly different angle. Plus we're rotating the arm. Okay. Yeah. Now, what I want you to think about with this is that if you recall in, say, a parent closing up where we give, or in hand strums the lute, you know, we're like this and we strike someone or we push someone and then we give a little. That's because they grabbed our wrist and then we come back and do our move. Well, and this is similar. So we punch someone in the ribs and and someone has grabbed our hand in front. Okay. So they grabbed our wrist or our hand. So we are going to rotate in their grasp as we step back, right? And then we put our foot down and we put our hand to the shoulder and then we pull them in as we strike out. So that's what this hand is doing, basically. Someone grabs our wrist, we turn our hand to break the grab and we grab their wrist, okay? They've grabbed our hand maybe. And then we grab their wrist. So we release a little, swing back, we release as we swing back, step, and then we pull them in as we hit them. All right?
okay.
And you can do this endlessly, back up, you know, the monkeys over and over and over. So let's put it together. And I'll go the same direction as you. So from fist under elbow. And I'm not leaning as much as my camera makes me lean, just so you know. I'm not actually leaning like this. Okay, ready? Repulse monkey, 1 step, rotate the arms, circle to the side, put your heel down and your arm to the shoulder. And then strike. Actually, I think we'll count it as 3. 1, step again with the next one, rotate the hand, put down the toe, hands out to the side. 2, bring your hand to the shoulder, put the heel down. 3, pull and strike. Again, 1, rotate the arm, the front arm as you circle out to the almost corner, not quite straight. Toe down. 2, put the heel down, put your hand to the shoulder, and 3, strike out. Let's do it again.
get up. Come on, get up.
I'm gonna do it head on to the camera. I'm gonna start up here so you can see me a little bit better if you're looking. Okay, so we're not facing straight, we are cornered, but we're looking straight. So from a punch, repulse monkey 1, rotate left hand, swing out to past the side, put your toe down. 2, drop the heel, bring your arm to the shoulder, hand to the shoulder. And 3, strike out. And repulse monkey 2, rotate and swing. Put your foot down and hand to the shoulder, that's 2. And then 3, strike. Number 3, repulse monkey. 1, rotate and swing, toe down, toe. 2, heel down, hand to the shoulder. And 3, strike.
Okay, are you looking straight ahead the whole time?
I am. Can you not see me?
No, is that how it's supposed to be done?
Yeah. Oh, yes, yes.
Okay,
Always straight ahead.
okay.
Now, I learned something new from Master Yang that I thought was really interesting information, and it was about why we keep our hand up to the shoulder. I was watching one of his videos, actually, not from him personally. So anyway, one of the things that you'll hear people say, get your hand to your shoulder, but don't open yourself too much, right? So you're overexposed and you're breaking one of the rules of how we structure our bodies, our principles in Yang family, like, body posture. But one of the reasons for this is that when you are going to strike someone and you get your arm close, your hand and your arm are close to your back, then you have lots of power and it's close. It's closer to you and what you're going to do with it. So you bring your arm in at the right position to your back and your shoulder and elbow, and then you can go forward with a lot of energy. If you come out way to the side and you're behind yourself, you're going to have to rotate your body and then deliver it.
That's a good point.
So I thought that was
Yeah,
helpful about why it is important that we get our arms in the right position. And that includes why we sink our chests and why we round our backs a little bit. It's part of it. Okay, let's put it together a few more times, and then I want to watch you guys do it. And let's go the same direction. Okay. From fists under elbow. Repulse the monkey. 1, rotate step. 2, foot down, hand to the shoulder. 3, strike. 2, 1, step out. 2, hand to the shoulder. 3, pull back as you push off. Repulse the monkey. 3, rotate the hands and step. Put your toe down. What's 1, 2, put your heel down, hand to the shoulder. That's 3. And push off as you pull back. One more time. And I want you to think this time, it's kind of useful, I have found, as many teachers have suggested, to focus on one element that you need to kind of work with each time you practice something. So I find one of the most important things with this is where my arm is swinging out. And am I pushing off while I strike out? Because you've got a symmetry of a yin and yang piece of energy going on, right? Okay, so let's think about that this time. Okay, so from the end of fist under elbow, repulse monkey. 1, step back, rotate the arms. 2, put the foot down. And 3, push off as you pull back. You should be turned to the left side. Good. 2, step back, swing in, push off. 3, swing out, rotate, put the heel down, push off. Now, can I watch you guys?
Yeah,
Okay. So from the end of Repulse Monkeys. Number 1. I'm sorry, end of fist under elbow. Thank you, Sharon. If you hadn't looked at me, I would have had to correct myself.
It's so easy to get them all jumbled up.
I tend to want to say the thing I was just talking about, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, from fist under elbow, repulse the monkeys. Number 1, swing and step. Foot down and push off. Number 2, swing, step, push off. Number 3, swing, and push off. Hey, you guys have some good pushing off energy. Both of you. Yeah.
Swinging to my shoulder, that's kind of, I mean, that's one thing I've done wrong for a long time. So I know I got it on the 3rd one, but I don't think I did it for the first and second. It's one of those bad habits I'm trying to break.
Yeah, you and me both. So one of the things that I find a bit of a challenge with this move is that when you're stepping back, you're supposed to be your toe on the floor and you're supposed to have your arm out, not to the side, but back, right? So you feel kind of like you're exposed. And what, like if you come back straight like this, you need to turn your torso a little bit to get that reach with the arm, I think. But you,
Well, then,
you know,
if you don't turn, then your elbow's going to be behind you, and that's not
yeah,
good either. So,
right. So you don't want to do this and you're reaching behind you with your shoulders square. You have to turn your body a little bit. So you may find that if you're swinging back and you're always going to the side because your body is basically square with your hips square, it may be that you need to turn your torso a little bit. Okay, just to the right, just enough to make that reach. Okay, and then when you put your heel down and you can get your arm to your shoulder in the right position from here, you're going to have even better results delivering this energy. So from here, then it's push off and strike. Push off and strike. So you're going back, bam, right?
right.
Fat, pull, strike. But if you do it only in one, like if you're doing it from here and you're square, you're still going to have something, but you're going to have more if you got the right angle, right?
Step.
And I have to say that I find it more comfortable because when I do this swing back and I get my arm to the elbow, if I'm not in the right position, my arm feels like it's pulling really uncomfortably under here.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anyone else notices that, but the position is kind of important. Okay. So one thing we need to work on is the coordination of upper and lower body with the arms. So you've got the movement really well with the pushing off. That looked really good. So now let's work on coordinating the swing and the touch together. So this and this and this happen at the same time. So together. Let's just do this, okay? Don't worry about bending your knees and all that. Just go like this from here. From here, your hand is up in a reach and the bottom hand is in a fist. So from here, rotate, step, and swing the arm out. Just do that. Don't even move yet. Just like that. Okay, do it again. So these 3 things are supposed to go together. Rotate, swing, step. Okay. So you know what that feels like. Now let's add stepping really back with our knees bent. Okay. And how far back do you step in an empty stance going backwards? Just the same as you do going forward where it's comfortable. But the difference in stepping back with the Repulse the monkey, is that when you step with your toe and put it down first, you get an extra length in your stride. So bear that in mind if you overstep. So you don't have some trouble managing yourself. Okay, so from here, let's do that first thing just by itself. We're going to step back with, we've got a bent knee in a real empty stance. Okay, first one, swing and step. Do it again. Don't turn the hand totally over until it's together. You know how we do it in, you know how we have to learn to coordinate roll back? So the hands land at the same time, they open at the same time. But this one just turns over, and this one has this long rolling wave, right? So how do we do that? Through a lot of practice. So one has to go really slowly and the other goes a little faster so that they land at the same moment. They finish at the same time. Rotate. So it's the same idea. So from here, don't just turn the hand over. Make it go with the right arm. You're swinging, you're starting to turn, you're stepping. You're not even open yet. Now you're open. Put your heel down, your foot down, your heel. Bring the arm into the hand into the shoulder. I always want to say arm into the shoulder. It's really the hand. Okay, and then push off as you strike out, just like the same kind of feeling as in brush knee, you know. Okay, let's do that again. Fists under elbow. Coordinating the hands together with the step. One, swing, step, rotate. Foot down, hand to the shoulder, and now push off. Nice, nice. Okay, now I'm going to do it this way, same direction as you, and we'll do 3 of them, okay? Okay, so from here, from fists under elbow, coordinating the hands together with the movement. 1, rotate, move the foot, move the arm, turn that hand over. 2, put it down, bring the hand to the shoulder. 3, pull as you strike out and you're moving your body back. 2, rotate and step, hand to the shoulder, push off, pull back. 3, step, rotate, heel down, hand to the shoulder, push off. And when I say push off, I mean push off with the front heel, right? So I'm not just
Yeah, because you're straightening your toe.
yeah, I'm trying to use my heel like to really push off it. Push, you know, like, okay, watch again. And I can't quite see your feet, that's why I'm mentioning this. It looks like you're doing it right. From the upper half, I think it looks right. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do it again, coordinating. From fists under elbow, repulse the monkey. 1, step, swing, rotate. 2, heel down, hand to the shoulder. 3, striking out, pushing off, pulling back. Repulse monkey 2, same thing, rotate, step, hand, push off. 3, rotating as you step, heel down, hand to the shoulder, now push off. How does that feel?
Pretty good.
All right, let's do all of that, and I'll just call them instead of all of the specifications or specificity, I should say. Is there anything that you want to work on before we start that? Anything you want more time with? Are you good, Denise?
I'm good.
Okay, all right, so from fists under elbow, I'm just gonna call it. Repulse the monkey, 1. 2, 3, and again. Repulse the monkey. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. And this is a strike. It's a strike hand. So bear that in mind. We're not pushing. It's a strike hand. So that means your hand should be tipped a little bit. So not totally is seated, tilted a little. So when you swing back, you seat the hand, bring it in, strike. And you strike at the same level that you do with your brush knees, so basically shoulder level. Okay. All right, let's do all of it together from cross hands. Are we ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, embrace the tiger, return to mountain. Shifting. Looking to the left, step out, brush, strike, roll back, press, push, fist under elbow, flatten hands. Shift your weight back as you come closer. Push to the left or the right. Look to the left. Step. Make your fist. Punch. Repulse monkey. 1. 2. 3. 4. Okay, I'm going to do it again. And I'm not going to give any directions. From cross hands. Embrace the tiger, return to mountain. Roll back. Press. Push. Fist under elbow. Repulse monkey. 1. 2. 3. 4. Okay, can I watch you guys?
Sure.
All right, let me switch over here. Change cameras. Okay. Okay, ready?
Mhm.
From cross hands. Embrace the tiger, return to mountain. roll back. Press, push, fist under elbow. Repulse monkey, 1. 2. 3. Okay. Let's do it together. Couple times. Got a couple minutes here. Okay. All right, repulse monkey. I'm going to face the camera. Think about the arm coordination. Okay. So the front hand rotates in the same position. It stays and rotates in the front while the back hand swings out and then comes back in and then it strikes out. Okay. Okay. Ready? 1, swinging, stepping. 2, heel down, shoulder. 3, push off. 2, swing and step, shoulder, heel, push off. 3, swing and step, shoulder, heel, push off. Okay. So the only thing I think that needs a little more work is the swing. So think about a swing being like, so you come down and then you turn your hand over, right?
Okay.
So you draw down from here, you draw down and come up, right? Come down and up. It's not even really that complicated. So if you think about, we want this to look very similar, and then this comes in like this. It just comes down, up, and then comes in. And from here, I'm gonna do it a little bit sideways. So down, up, in, and then it strikes out. So it's important that I think that you have the hand coming up high enough. Sometimes I think it looks a little low, and then when it comes forward, it looks kind of like it's not quite getting there. So bring it up to shoulder height, come in and out. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Okay, let's do that for a couple minutes. Okay, down, up, out. Yeah. One more time with this arm. Down, up, or I should say in and out. Let's do the other arm. Turn your body the other way a little bit. Down, in and out. Again, down, swing it down. It's come into the shoulder and out. Okay, I just do that because I want you to remember the height. All right.
Okay.
So let's end it there. I'm not sure we have any more time and I don't want to run over. It's Friday night.
Okay. I know.
Sharon, what time is it there for you now?
7.
Oh, okay. Well, we need to wrap it up then. She's probably got big plans for the night, right?
No, I'm gonna turn on the TV and watch a little TV, or I'm a morning person, so as the later it gets, the more level or lower energy I guess is what
Yeah,
I'm trying to
it's
say.
harder to keep those arms up.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
understand.
think I've been awake since around 4:30 my
Oh, my
time.
goodness.
'Cause
Well, thank you for coming to this class. I mean, this is like pushing it at the end of your day. Wow.
But
Well,
I-
that just shows
I
how
can't-
dedicated you are, right?
yeah. No, I don't know about that, but you know, I love Tai Chi is such a calming thing. You know, so
Well, I hope that, hope you enjoyed class and you feel like you got some good practice.
Yeah.
So let's salute each other. And I will say, let's see, I say, let's see, what do I say? Lao Shu Sai Jian, let me see.
yeah, that's it. Lao Shu
I
says,
say Tong Shimen Hao Lai Qian, and you say
Loud.
Lao Shu Tai Jian.
She's
I
like,
can. Okay, I need to look at my sheet again. That didn't go well. Okay,
oh, no.
we'll be better next
Oh,
time.
I was telling you what we said, and so never mind. Yeah, my cheat sheet. I don't know what you say. I was trying to tell you what we say and make it your responsibility.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks you guys. Great to
Thank you.
see you both. Good work today.
Okay,
So
we'll get
I
it.
won't be able to come every Friday, but I'll try to come as many as I can. So
Well, I'd love to see you. Thank you, Sharon.
you're welcome.
Bye.
Thank you for your time and energy.
Oh, of course. My pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Whoop. There we go.